Hello, all my YouTube followers. Today, we're going to show you the old Echo Weeder, and we're going to show you how it works. When my daughter was in farmer's market, we had 20 acres of produce. Trying to use a rototiller, even on the back of the tractor, is so slow. So she invested in this, and this thing is a miracle worker. These tines down here rotate, and you can get so close to everything that you don't have to hoe, you don't have to rototiller. Now on these, we got the bigger ones on because we're not doing like carrots, spinach, stuff like that. But behind us, we got a smaller set here, and that's when you're doing like real little stuff. And we're not going to be doing that today, so we don't need them. Here, how this thing works. The power takeoff turns this belt. The belt turns these. And this thing is so well made, it's just like everything's got a grease point. They're seal bearing, but you can grease them. They're they're just wonderful machine. And we've run this a lot, and it still works as good as it ever did. The only thing we ever did was replace this belt. And we got a lot of hours on this machine. But my daughter will sit back here, and I'll drive, keep in the middle of the row, and I'll let her work this, and she can go in and out of a row. You come to a plant, you go around, and you come right back. And it works marvelously. Just, you can't believe how well it works. So we'll end up showing you how it works, so come along with us. We'll put it in the description below on the website where we bought this machine. So I'm telling you, if you got several acres or you're just tired of hoeing and rototillering, folks, this is the way to go. This is wonderful. The only downside of this machine, as you can see, you need one on the back seat and you need a driver up here. But you two people can do as more as several, maybe a dozen people, again, with a hoe and a rototiller. It's just amazing how well it works. Now, folks, I'll tell you, before you get started, of course, you got to grease your machine. But this machine has adjustable wheels. You pull this pin, pull that pin, this will drop down. And there's nothing to it. You just go to a different hole. And this is your depth gauge. So you don't have to worry about getting it too deep, not deep enough. And you're good to go.
Okay, go ahead.
As you can see, we have a lot of big weeds in our garden. And this machine will take them out. And when you're driving along, like it's got a set on the wheels, we got it set, but sometimes your ground is up or down or soft or hard. So I have to adjust it a little bit with my 3-point hitch, but it's only just a little bit. As you can see, Jess can go right up to the plants, and go around the plants. And it takes practice. Like if she was doing little bitty stuff, first thing we'd slow the whole machine down so they don't turn so fast. But now we got them speeded more, so she knows just how far to put it in to cover what little bit of grass. It'll throw enough dirt to cover the little bit of grass up. But when you're doing real little stuff like radishes and that, we slow the whole machine down. That way it don't throw so much dirt. But this thing works so amazing. It's just like, we couldn't believe it when we first started. It just tears the weeds out, and the ground looks so nice. It kind of mulches the ground. And it's just remarkable. It's a remarkable machine. As you can see, it's just tearing them weeds right out. Yeah, you don't go very fast, but when you're at the end, you're all done. It's clean. As you'll see later on, we'll show you after we get all done what it really looks like. The boring part is the guy that got to do the driving. That's the boring part. But the machine running that, I enjoyed running that, but I'm usually stuck riding the tractor. And this thing's so easy to operate back there that my 9-year-old granddaughter wanted to do it this year, but right before time to do this, she broke her arm, so she didn't get to do it this year. If any of you got a great big garden or you're into selling products at the farmer's market, this is the machine to buy. It takes very, very little effort to run it back there. It don't take like a lot of strength. Just You can just push them in and out so easy. You swing them. You got nice stirrups to put your feet. Nice seat. Look what a wonderful job that does. And then when you get all done with your rows, then you widen them out. You move your hands out wide, and then that takes out the middles. As you can see, Jess sitting there, it's not hard to operate at all. As you can see, we have everything in rows. Now, we set our rows 36 inches apart, because if you get too narrow, then it won't work, because your tractor wheels will be running over your next row. So you might get by with 32, but we go with 36. That way you got plenty of room. And then when we're done going up the rows, and she spreads her arms out, and we come back, that will take all the middles out. It just does a really, really wonderful job. As you can see, we're done with this little garden now, and it's just ain't hardly a grass or a weed out there. We got it all. Now you can look at this mess. That's what it was when we started. Now you can look at it when we're finished. There ain't many machines can do that. Cultivators don't work. Cultivators bury all your little stuff. I've used cultivators for years, and they just don't work on small stuff like this. And you can do carrots, beets, radishes. We're all done today, okay. And I want to reiterate on this machine. It's an Echo Weeder. They're not sponsoring us, but folks, if you got any kind of a big garden or whatever you want to do, this thing will do it. To comment on this video, and please subscribe and let us know what you think about it. And we'll see you on the next video. Thank you very much. And God bless all of you.